Hey there and welcome. Today we're diving into something that's basically the bedrock of secure investing, all based on some great insights from Arthveda. We're talking about the fixed deposit. That cornerstone for financial stability for literally millions of people. So let's get right into it and see how this thing actually works. You know that feeling, right? When you're watching the markets bounce around like a yo-yo and you just wish there was something stable, something you could count on? Well, if that sounds familiar, you are in the right place. We're going to talk about the one tool that's designed for exactly that, giving you some real financial peace of mind. All right, here's the plan. First, we'll cover the absolute basics, the unshakable foundation. Then, we'll help you find your perfect fit. After that, we'll get into some smarter investing strategies. And finally, we'll go over the essential fine print. Simple as that. Let's go. Okay, section 1, the unshakable foundation. So let's start at the very beginning. What is a fixed deposit, and why should you even care? What's its real job in your financial toolkit? So here's the simplest way to think about it. You're basically giving the bank a loan. You hand over a chunk of cash, you agree to leave it there for a fixed amount of time, say a year, and the bank says, great, thanks. For that commitment, we're going to give you a locked-in interest rate. And here's the key. That rate is almost always way better than what you'd get from just letting your money sit in a regular savings account. It's a clean, simple deal. No drama, no surprises. And this is super important to understand. An FD isn't designed to make you a millionaire overnight. That's not its job. Its real purpose, its superpower, is to preserve the capital you've already worked hard to build. Think of it as the foundation of your financial house. It's there to keep everything steady and safe from risk. And speaking of safety, check this out. This number is why FDs are considered so secure. In India, your money is insured by something called the DICGC. That's a bit of a mouthful, but it's basically a safety net from the Reserve Bank of India. It means that up to 5 lakh rupees, that's your principal and your interest per bank, is backed by the government. I mean, that's about as solid a guarantee as you can get. So let's just quickly recap the big wins here. 1, guaranteed returns. You know exactly how much money you're making from day one. 2, capital security. We just talked about that incredible RBI-backed insurance. And 3, and this one surprises a lot of people, they're actually pretty liquid. You can often get a loan for up to 90% of the FD's value without actually breaking it. So you get cash when you need it and you don't lose out on your interest. It's that magic combo: predictability, safety, and a good dose of flexibility. All right, foundation's laid. Now for the next part, finding your perfect fit. Because, one size doesn't fit all. We're going to look at the different kinds of FDs out there so you can pick the one that really makes sense for you and what you're trying to achieve. Okay, so there's a whole menu of FDs to choose from. You've got your standard FD, that's kind of the classic vanilla option that works for most things. Then there's the tax-saving FD. If you're looking to save on taxes under Section 80C, this is your guy. But just know it has a 5-year lock-in. For folks over 60, there's the senior citizen FD, which is great because it gives you a little extra interest, usually about 0.5% more. You'll also see corporate FDs. These are from companies, not banks. They often pay more, but you got to remember, there's a little more risk involved. And finally, there's a really neat one called a Flexi FD. It links your savings and FD accounts, so any extra money in your savings automatically gets moved over to earn higher interest. Pretty smart, right? Okay, you've got the what and the which. Now let's talk about the how. This is where it gets really interesting. We're moving into smarter investing strategies. Because an FD isn't just something you park your money in and forget. Nope. You can actually use it in some pretty clever ways to actively build your wealth. Have you ever heard of FD laddering? It's a really smart move. So instead of putting all your cash into one giant FD for, say, 3 years, you break it up. Imagine you have 3 lakh rupees. You put 1 lakh into a 1-year FD, another lakh into a 2-year FD, and the last lakh into a 3-year FD. What happens? Now you have one of your FDs maturing every single year. This gives you liquidity, cash you can access, and more importantly, it lets you catch higher interest rates if they go up. You're never locked in for too long. Here's another big decision you have to make. Do you want your interest now or later? With a cumulative FD, the interest you earn gets added back to your principal, and then you earn interest on that. It's the magic of compounding, and it's awesome for building wealth over the long term. But if you need regular income, maybe for monthly expenses, you go for a non-cumulative FD. This one pays out the interest to you every month or every quarter. So it's really about what you need, wealth creation or a steady cash flow. People get these two mixed up all the time. FD versus RD. Let's clear it up. It's actually super simple. Got a lump sum of money right now, like a bonus or an inheritance? That's perfect for a fixed deposit. Don't have a lump sum, but you can save a little bit from your salary every single month? That's what a recurring deposit, or RD, is for. One is for a single deposit, the other is for regular monthly deposits. Easy peasy. And here we are at the final section, the essential fine print. And honestly, pay close attention here, because this stuff is what makes the difference between a meh investment and a really great one. We're talking taxes and the common mistakes you absolutely want to avoid. Let's talk tax, because nobody likes surprises here. So the rule is this. If the interest you earn in a year goes over 40,000 rupees, or 50,000 if you're a senior citizen, the bank has to cut 10% tax right away. They call it TDS. Now, a word of warning, if you haven't given the bank your PAN card details, that tax cut jumps to a painful 20%. But there's a way out. If your total income for the year is actually below the taxable limit, you can just fill out a simple form. It's called Form 15G or 15H and give it to the bank. That tells them, hey, don't cut any tax. Problem solved.
Okay, let's make sure you don't fall into these common traps. Mistake number 1, forgetting about inflation. Your FD needs to earn you more than what inflation is eating away after taxes. Remember, it's about preserving wealth, not losing it slowly. Mistake number 2, breaking your FD early. Don't do it unless it's a huge emergency. You'll get hit with a penalty. It's much smarter to take that loan against the FD we talked about. And mistake number 3, not telling the bank what to do when it matures. If you forget, they might just auto-renew it at whatever the current, possibly lower, rate is. You want to be in control, so tell them whether to renew or send the cash to your account.
This quote from Arthveda just nails it, and I really want to end on this thought. A fixed deposit is not designed to make you wealthy. It is designed to keep you wealthy and provide a safety net for emergencies. That says it all, doesn't it? It's not the star player scoring all the goals. It's the rock-solid defender who makes sure you win the game. So now you know the ins and outs. And the real question is for you, is your financial foundation secure? Have you put that safety net in place? It's definitely something worth thinking about. Thanks so much for joining me.